Bonjour, bonjour. Welcome to the Zake Show. Without further ado, let me begin the stream. Yes. The previous stream and this stream are probably going to be made into a video. Today, we're going to start off with reading the Yvonne's journal, and after that, experiment with Dread Prison a little bit, and after that, I'm going to stop streaming for like 5-15 minutes, install new mods, and we're going to play new quest mods. There's an infinite amount of quest mods. Alright. Maxine.
My parents died, and now I'm all alone. Of course.
I have to take this from you.
Of course.
Okay, let's see what her unarmed attack does. Because I was told her unarmed attack does some stuff. But before we do all that, how about we go back? I really don't want to open this book, by the way. So we were on entry 5. It's no wonder she got lost out here. The rain is making this impossible. I'm taking far too much time to find her. It's so damn cold out here. She's not properly dressed for this. I told her to take along her winter clothes just in case it got cold. That girl. She's probably worried that it would be just an extra thing to carry in case she found a lot of food. I keep finding her trail, losing it, backtracking and finding it again. She must have been wandering in circles around here, but she seems to be getting farther and farther away from the cabin. It's been hours and I can't waste time doing this the normal way. Raymond, what would you do? Yeah, no, go charging into the general direction she's going. That would be his answer because he'd be too angry to think of anything else. He becomes a true predator of the forest. Here we go then. I've been running all night, my voice hoarse from screaming. My worry for Maxine is unbearable. I feel so damn angry. I'm not sure why I'm thinking about this right now, but I just remember something my mother told me in the chat. Never go outside the 13th of Frostfall. Evil things haunt the wilderness that night. Why am I getting superstitions at a time like this? Okay. If you're not getting superstitious in Skyrim, there's a problem. I'm gonna post this on Facebook. The wise words of Murad. There's something about these woods. I must be going crazy from exhaustion. There's something about these woods. It angers me and scares me at the same time. There's something evil out here. I just know it. It claimed Raymond and got Maxine. No, I can't think like that. I must continue. Maxine is alive, and I'm bringing her home. I will kill anything that stands in my way doing that. Right, Raymond? I can feel you here with me, urging me to go on, yelling at me for thinking about being weak. I will be strong, damn it. You are right. No wife of yours would ever give up. For Maxine. 7. I have found her tracks as clear as day. The rain has turned to snow, reviewing all the tracks of the woods. This will tell the tale of exactly what's been moving through the forest this night. Morning is approaching as well, giving me desperately needed light. It won't be long now before I find Maxine, Raymond. No, 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 this isn't right. I have found multiple footprints following Maxine's. By the vines, was something after her? Is she okay? I should have never let her out far from the cabin. She should have been home with me. What in oblivion is happening out here? I swear if they harmed her, I will skin them alive. Raymond, lend me your wrath. Maxine's tracks have disappeared, but the tracks following her seem to be different than before. The one set of prints are usually deep now. They must be carrying her. There are also no signs of any blood. She must have been abducted, but she is still alive. Thank the gods. I feel so happy right now. Knowing that Maxine is just right around the corner is making me smile and cry at the same time. My body feels strangely light. I'm moving faster and faster. I can feel more strength in my body with every foot I sink in the freezing mud as I race forward. I feel hot and my breath bellows out visibility. I don't know what to expect, and I think my body knows it. All of my hopes and fears are making my heart pound. My hair stand on the end, and my blood boil. I could break this wall in my hands with the grip alone. I'm breathing heavily, but instead of getting tired, I feel more refreshed with every breath. Is this you helping me, Raymond? Of course it is. You wanted to bring Maxine home as much as I do. I understand, my love. I like how there are pictures in Skyrim. They're probably taken by magic, because there's actual magical video recording in Skyrim. Not in Skyrim, but in the Elder Scrolls universe. The Wood Elves do it. 10th, I have found clearing up ahead. There are several robed individuals up ahead in a small camp, all still sleeping it seems. I think they are mages of some kind. There's also some strange evil-looking altar nearby. I don't like this one a damn bit. Just be sure I'm applying extra poison on the arrows. These men could be dangerous, and I'm not in chance taking my mood right now. What are they doing here, Raymond? What have they done with our Maxine? Since the cold isn't bothering me, I packed my clothing with snow. They will not see me coming. As I sneak into their camp, I swear Maxine better be okay. For their sake, Raymond will be merciful compared to what I will do to you. Oops! 11th entry, handwriting has noticeably changed. But see, I can't believe this. Am I dreaming, Raymond? Please tell me I'm dreaming. And it's not Maxine over there. These men, no, these demons, they butchered our sweet Maxine. Why the hell did they do this to her? The moment I approached the camp, I saw a tremendous amount of blood on the ground around the altar. As I slowly looked up, that's when I saw Maxine's poor little face looking back at me on the altar. No life in her eyes. I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. I am. No life in her eyes, a frightened expression on her face. She was mutilated horribly by those monsters. How dare they! I think I've lost my mind, Raymond. I have no fear anymore, just anger. No more mother's words, just a mother's fury. That's all I can think about. Everything has been lost. First you, then Maxine. Why do we have to be the ones that keep losing, sweetie? Well, that's why I didn't ask questions. I killed every man here at the campsite. I slaughtered them in their sleep, one by one. I never killed a man before today. Never imagined how satisfying it felt. When I killed the first one, it was just my anger acting. As I heard that man scream, I began to smile without helping it. I want them to hurt. I want them to feel the pain that made Maxine... Oh, Jesus Christ. Feel. I want them dead, like they made Maxine. More than just want her hunting those demons was thrilling. I enjoyed killing every single one of those miserable bastards. I just wish I could do it again and again and again and again. Suddenly it trails off. 12th entry. It would seem that I have caught myself a rather interesting prisoner. He goes by the name of Darius Ramanus. He's an imperial necromancer who made the mistake of hurting Maxine, my dear. However, this pathetic piece of trash gave me one reason not to kill him. He claims he can bring Maxine back. And not as some mindless zombie either. She will be the real thing, with her own original soul. I almost killed him at the campsite. I noticed something moving at the edge of the clearing and immediately went after it. My captain was attempting to see what was going on at the camp after his friends. He came after me, casting some kind of charm spell. His magic landed, but strangely enough dissipated when it made contact with me. That is when he fled. When it became clear that I was pursuing another man from this camp, I shot him in the shoulder. I meant to kill him but missed. As I drew another arrow and approached closer to deliver the final blow, the weasel had the nerve to beg for his life. His pleas were irritating me to no end, so I fired an arrow off against his cheek. His face gashed wide open, and he cried out in agony that sounded like music to me. The arrow fired was stuck firmly between the tree behind him, so I pried it loose, and then put the arrow to his throat. I asked him why in the world I should let him live after what they did to Maxine. I know why I didn't just kill him on the spot. I wanted him alive for torture. I wanted to do to him exactly what they did to her. I really don't care how awful of a person that makes me seem. You always loved me, Raymond, so I don't care about the rest. When Darius stopped screaming to my disappointment, that's when he proclaimed that he could bring Maxine back. I'm not sure if he's entirely telling the truth yet or not. I took him back to the cabin to further investigate his claim. I will need to return to his camp later to retrieve Maxine and anything of value the monsters have in possession. 13th entry. Now that I've had time to calm down, I think I might have some hope left. Darius explained to me exactly how he planned to bring Maxine back, and why he's out here to begin with. They basically found an answer to limitless necromancy of the highest caliber without drawback. I'm glad I killed his friends. These men were going to be a serious threat to Skyrim, no, all of Tamriel. I know enough about magecraft at this point to know that there's some truth to this man's words. Maybe I just want desperately to believe him. If he's caught lying, he knows he'll be tortured to death, so he will go along with this for now. He says that he needs many things from back at his camp, so I will be busy, it seems. 14th entry. Raymond, please know. One of my many trips back and forth to the camp, I found Darenius' journal. It was him. You murderer now sits in chains at the very cabin you built. Huh. I accept that something happened to you, but this... I have to keep that lowly scum alive to bring Maxine back? Why does this have to be so difficult? Why did any of this have to happen? Why? I will see to it. that this man pays for everything 1,000-fold and even more. But not before he brings back our Maxine. I don't care what I have to do anymore. If the gods... If the gods... Where did I stop? If the gods want to keep putting monsters on my path, then I'll become a monster too. Let's take back Maxine and then make them all pay, Raymond. 15th, it's taken every fiber of my being to tolerate Darius without getting the urge to kill him. I think about it every day. This man has completely let his guard down around me. Not only he is in chains, but I keep a nice dose of poison in his system every day. Now that I've had access to the necromancer's research materials, I have learned droves about much in a short time. I can read the old books my family has been passing down. I come from a long line of witch hunters. The females of our family are said to be given a divine gift from one who started the legacy. This gift makes us natural bow women and enhances the use of certain type of magic. The story goes that one of my ancestors was actually a young witch in service to a small coven. When that coven was taken over by Hagraven, the coven went from just using necromancy to reanimate the dead to the forging of black soul gems. When she first witnessed the ritual, she became ill at the thought of what she had become. Casting off her destiny to become a hag like the rest in her coven, she fled. She visited the shrine of Arcane in Falkskaar and prayed for redemption of her soul. After she prayed, she spoke to one of the priests that tended the shrine. After hearing her repent all of her actions, the priest told her that she must seek redemption from all the nine if she truly wants forgiveness. He also said that she should return here one day after she had finished her pilgrimage. She thanks the priest and sets off her journey. During her travels, she would pray at the altar to the divines in Skyrim. As she traveled, she saw more and more of the land's plight. Battles being fought and soldiers dying. Necromancers raising armies of the undead. Kings abusing their citizens. The cruelty of man only begets more cruelty upon itself. After praying at the last shrine on her journey, she began to think to herself about how selfish she must have seemed. She's wandering all over Skyrim, a land full of problems, and here she is only concerned about her own soul. She pondered this as she made her way back to Falkskaar. As she walked in, she saw the same priest praying at the altar. He told her that he knew she would return and that he had been watching her since she first left. She asked her, "What did you learn from your pilgrimage?" She immediately fell to the ground as if to pray and said, "I am small, but my sins are great. The nine have no reason to look favorably upon me. I am selfish and a coward for thinking I could run from my problems so easily. If the nine would hear me, I would ask for one thing: power. The power to challenge those that would lust after it at the expense of his fellow man. The power to protect this dying world from itself. The power to save all the wailing souls all over this land that I am powerless to help. If they gave me the power, I will let them decide if I'm worthy by my actions." The priest grinned and replied, "Now that's the talk I've been waiting to hear for a long time." It will be done. Prove your dedication to this cause. The coven you fled from has been taking travelers on the road and children out of their beds at night. If you're serious about this, then slay them in the name of the Nine. The woman paused for a moment, stunned at the request. She looked up and said that it will be done. Nervous at what she was about to do, she made her way where her old coven was located. When she arrived, she was horrified at what she saw. Her coven of simple witches had degraded into the worst kind of depravity. They were harnessing the souls of their victims through live cannibalism. The witches she knew were all distorting into hag ravens themselves. The young woman knew what she had to do. She used the bow she had come to rely on during her pilgrimage, poison she crafted from knowledge as a witch, and the magic she honed from many risky situations. She began by simple assassination, but once her presence had been altered, things turned into a brawl. Only she walked out of there alive. She had fought like she never fought before. Covered in blood, and it's 9:52 here. Covered in blood and exhausted, she collapsed. She awoke to find the priest tending to her wounds. Realizing she was safe and back in Falkreath, she asked what happened. The priest told her that today a witch hunter was born. In the morning, she was preparing to set out. The priest asked to her what she planned to do from now on. She told the priest apparently she had the power she was seeking all along, and now she's just wasting time by staying around. Her new mission was to eliminate every foul thing in Skyrim in the name of the Nine. The priest asked if he could say one last thing to her before she left. He said, "On this path you will find more than just redemption. There will be many difficult times ahead of you, but you will find love and start a family. The mission you have taken upon yourself to accomplish is a never-ending one. It won't be just yours. The power you came to me seeking, that same power you found within yourself, it will be passed on to every woman in your bloodline. Never again will your family resort to necromancy, or lest they give up this gift." Yes, and I will be using your email to do the next stream, which is gonna be after I finish reading this book and messing around with the prison. The Nine heard your prayers and have made it possible for your family to never be powerless in the face of evil again. Remember this: if your bloodline ever uses dark magic again, not only will your gifts be stripped, but your souls be damned. As the priest said that he vanished without a trace. When the woman asked around Falkreath, no one knew of the man she spoke of. Her adventures began as she set across Skyrim, destroying all who spit in the face of the Nine. Her infamy grew as she went on from town to town. Demons and men grew to fear her equally. She carved a path of justice and blood across the land. She became known by many names: the Holy Executioner, the Vengeful Valkyrie, the Divine Bow Maiden, the Witch Hunter. No matter what name given to her, she pursued the worst of this world to the ends of it. After conquering the last of her known enemies, she wondered that this is all she'll ever know. Being the only one left on a bloody battlefield, she wondered how many times had she seen this crimson image before. As she began to learn a peaceful life, she met a warrior whom she fell in love with. With her life as a witch hunter over, she began a family. Her first child was a girl, and like her, immediately showed talent in the arts of witch hunting. One day, two Daedric princes appeared before her, Azura and Meridia. Meridia spoke to her first, congratulating her on the efforts that rid most of the land of necromancy. However, she said that there was still far too much left to be done for her family. Yet, Azura stated that her family will one day play a vital role in the events. Yes, that would tip the balance of reality as we know it. The pair began to depart, but not before leaving behind a gift for the retired witch hunter. On a piece of paper there were strange runes with instructions on how to tap into the very gift of the Nine have propagated in our bloodline. It's the last resort and extremely dangerous to the user. Using it could result in death or loss of the gifts. After that, the book has a copy drawn, the very runes and instructions left behind by the Daedric princess. I'm not even sure how to process this, so I'm supposed to be some witch hunter. Very interesting. What do you think of all of this, Raymond? While I think about what to make of this information, I will continue to make it a point to break down his will to escape as I force him to help me bring Maxine back. Soon we'll have our little baby back. 16th entry. Darius has been more than cooperative with teaching me about magic and necromancy. I despise this man more and more with every word he speaks. I've become sick more than on one occasion as I listen to his explanations. He doesn't think think like a normal human being, but more like an insect. Absolutely no regard for life in his pursuit of knowledge. I'm not even sure how he views the death of his fellow necromancers. He doesn't even acknowledge that he's a necromancer. Fancies himself as some kind of mage on a noble quest for the truth. His arrogance makes me uneasy. He even seems excited that he gets to continue his research even though he is my captive. As he teaches me more and more about magic, I realize more that it is indeed true that Maxine could be brought back. He explains to me all his little arrangements with the ideal masters. It lines up with what I read in his journal, so I'll believe him for now. I've made it clear to him exactly what my poison is doing to him. One part of it will suppress any magic he can regenerate, another part eats away at the magic he already has, and another special part that makes him extremely allergic to magic. Normally that last part isn't so bad, except that it's so severe that even sunlight will cause his skin to burn. Clearly, this particular poison was developed by my ancestors as a one-shot method of shutting down a mage. I also informed him that it's in all the food inside the house. With no method of getting the chains off, he'd only be able to escape at night. Only to have the sound of his own chains give him away and make great tracks for me to follow. I've really thought everything. Raymond. 17th entry. This necromancer seems apprehensive as of late. I believe he's become nervous at the fact that I've picked up magic so quickly. The more he seems impressed, the more he seems more wary of me. I will have to keep a closer eye on him as we proceed. As gruesome as it may be, I understand the purpose of what they did to Maxine. They weren't mindlessly mutilating her, but rather removing the parts of her that would no longer function for her properly as a zombie. As much as this disgusts me, in order to bring Maxine back, we must reassemble her with body parts that were all properly working before death. Her brain and heart are intact. The most vital parts needed to anchor the original soul back to the original body. I think I've become desensitized by spending time with Darenius. If this is what it takes to bring her back, then so be it. Ugh, that's disgusting. Raymond, please support me in this. I know you must be angry. This is for Maxine. None of this was fair to her. I will take back what they have taken from her. At any cost. 18th entry. I wish I didn't have to understand as much about this as I do now. To bring Maxine back will have many terrible costs. First, we must gather compatible parts for her. from the bodies of dead children. Oh. Oh! Oh God! We must gather compatible parts of her from the bodies of dead children. As if it wasn't terrible enough, we need a large amount of black soul energy in order to bring her back. One powerful soul to trade for hers, and another to bring her back from the soul cairn and anchor her to the body. Both souls must be trapped in a black soul gem, in a horrific manner, and it must be powerful souls, belonging to either a child of pure heart or a powerful, skilled adult. In addition to all of that, we must amass an incredible amount of white soul energy to be used in the process. That energy is needed for not only the ritual, but it's also used to spark to Maxine's mind and body, reanimating the soul and the body simultaneously. She'll awaken and continue to be Maxine, just with an altered body. She won't be a monster, she'll be my sweet Maxine. As much as I want to continue on with this, I find myself hesitating, Raymond. After reading my family's book, I'm worried what will happen by participating in this. It's probably just superstition. However, the instructions left behind by Daedra, I have looked into what exactly those runes do. It's an amplification spell. It multiplies the user's natural abilities, but the drain on the body is enormous. I imagine that if witch hunters used it before me, they end up using it for a variety of tasks in quick succession. I wonder if it could be used in other ways. It's not normal magic either. The spell seems to respond to various factors within the user, so the outcome will be different from person to person, and now that person is feeling at the time of what that person is feeling at the time of use. I wonder if this will prove useful in the future. Either way, I have decided we are all gathered to process. Maxine will come home. Yes, I will play those mods. I'll download them, play them, and I'll play a different one as well. Both Darius and I have made our way to Falkreath. Ancestors, forgive me. I know this is exactly where the divines are supposedly gave us our gifts. I'm a blasphemer, now I have no right to be here. I'm only helping this man sneak into here with an arrow pointed at his back in case he runs. Darius seems more than happy to work alone as he does from coffin to coffin. He found the dark elf girl and took her eyes, feet, and a portion of skin and a part of her arm. Oh jeez. He found a Redguard girl and took her hand. The sound of bone being soft made me vomit twice already. And I'm glad to know that I'm not cut out for this, but equally disgusted with myself for allowing grave robbing to occur on my behalf. Raymond, I understand why you attacked those men, why you saw them doing this to the dead soldiers. You immediately knew they were a threat to Maxine and you went charging in like you always do. It makes me glad to know that you fought bravely and took one of these scum with you. If your soul was in the soul cairn, then I'd be working to bring you back too. I guess I didn't really lie to Maxine after all. You really did become lost, didn't you? I'll search up for a way to find your soul after Maxine is back. I promise. Darius seems like he's ready to go now, so we must make haste away from here. I love you, Raymond. 20th entry. I have never been more mortified in my life. Helping to graft new body parts onto Maxine has left me disturbed. Do I value other humans as much as my own family? Aren't all lives equal? as my own family. Aren't all lives equal? Isn't it natural for a mother to value the life of her own child above else? My mind keeps going in circles, only stopping to attack myself for what I know to be wrong. I fear I may be going insane throughout this process, but at the same time, my hope for this working is increasing. She is one step closer to being back in my arms again. No, I can't give a damn about what are right and wrong anymore. Those children were already dead. It's so bad that they are helping to give Is it so bad they're helping Maxine to give Maxine a second chance? They can't have. This process only can work due to the unique circumstances of what happened to Maxine. I can't doubt myself anymore. This is the right thing to do. Ooh. Now there's the matter of getting black souls and white souls. I have a large stockpile of empty gems already. I have escorted Darenius to his altar a couple of times to make empty black soul gems. I actually have a pretty good idea of where to fill these. That sits well with me. Since Darenius doesn't know, I found his journal. I asked him if he knew of any other necromancers in the area. He didn't give me the information at first until I told him that it was the only way he was getting powerful black souls. He sugarcoated the details of the mine and the caverns to me, probably hoping that I will end up dead by going. I've taken down bears, mountain lions, and men with my bow and poisons. I have a plan, Raymond. I think you'll like it, aside from the parts when I have to risk my life. My old family book said that I should have lost my gift already by committing acts of necromancy. But honestly, I feel like that couldn't be farther from the truth. I know incredible amount about magic now. I've been practicing with my bow every day, and my shots have been only improved. In the book, the priest told me my ancestor that she had the power she wanted all along. So what's right to deny and have to have an opinion on my talents? Everything she did was all her. Proof that is the amplification spell left by Azura and Meridia. I'm going to go to the mine alone. I have drugged Darenius with a very potent sleeping potion. He'll be out for days now. I have crafted rough, explosive, powerful poisons and enchanted all of my gear. Let's see if I can become the witch hunter from the book. I have come way too far to consider any other course of action. If the Nun would hear my words, I'd ask him why they let this happen to Maxine to begin with. All they do is dictate what's right and what wrong. They are weak when it comes to actually doing anything useful. I won't be pushed around like my ancestors. I seek no forgiveness. If anything, I proudly walk on this path to damnation if it means Maxine will be brought back. I'm the one with all the power, and the gods merely seek to manipulate us into following their rules. No more. I'll set their mistakes by my own hand. Men do not need gods to guide them. They need powerful men who know better to do the right thing. All the problems of this world are not just caused by greed of man. It's also caused by weak gods that do nothing. When evil trespasses... One second. Okay, when evil trespasses... Where was that? When evil trespasses on the land, the solution as it always has been. People must rise up and conquer their fear rather than remain complacent by faith. Just like my ancestors did, I'm off now, Raymond. Wish me luck, my love. And I will need it. 21st century, hopefully the last one. It's done. That entire operation was a success, but turned out far more brutal than I could have ever imagined. It seems like my plan might have just worked. After all, I killed everything in that mine. Horrors I've never dared to see before. I think I lost a part of myself in there, Raymond. understand something that that my ancestors did. I do indeed have gifts. Look at the pictures. Huh. I wonder what mine that was. We might go there. I got out of there with only minor injuries, but I had to fight like I never fought before. It was far more than just me trying to survive for my life. I became consumed by the urge to punish all that was evil there. I was ruthless. I didn't hesitate for a moment. All I felt was rage. My body produced fury. It became so much easier after each kill. Soon I was doing it without even thinking about it. I've been quite busy the last couple of days. I trapped every soul, black and white. I skinned the very last surviving witch alive as I trapped her soul. Collected every usable part I could from all of their corpses. After I was done, I rigged the entire mine with my explosives and ended up caving in a good part of the mountainside. Needless to say, that terrible place no longer exists, and neither do the residents. Everything is just about ready for me to spring my plan into action. I will have to revive Darius so we can finally get Maxine back. The time has come, Raymond. The promised day. There's a good chance I might not come back from this. I'll have to give Darius an antidote for the poison so he can use magic for the ritual, which will open him up to a variety of options for foul play. I'm confident, however, while he slept for 2 days straight, I was busy getting ready for today. Every tool in my magical arsenal will be used here tonight. Just in case, I have prepared my body according to the instructions left to me. The runes are inscribed perfectly and hidden under my clothing. If need be, I'll even use the amplification spell. I have even thought about Maxine and all of this. Since this could be my very last entry, I want you to know that I love you, Raymond, and that I fought hard for our family. I will look for you in the afterlife so you won't wander lost anymore. Wow, that was intense. Maxine? No, that's Rigmor. Oh, there she is.
Can I help you? Yes, sir.
What is it called? Yeah, she's made of... Oh my gosh. Ugh. So, she's made of dark elf. Her eyes are dark elf.
Oh. Hey!
And her hand is a Redguard hand. What the hell? Oh god.
Huh?
Okay, like and subscribe for that. So she's a human elf hybrid thing.
Alright then.
Anyway, see if we can find something around the cavern. If we can't, hopefully we can. The only thing I see here, like nearby here, is a runestone place, which might be completely unrelated. And I think they are unrelated. And if so, we'll just go to Dread Prison and torture our prisoners. There it is. I know what enemies you're talking about, but... So Rigmor went into this prison because she attacked Maxine. Now we'll do Agony Prison and then around like... Alright, Max. Rigmor's here, Maxine is here. Where's Rupert? We need our boy Rupert here.
Something?
You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos.
Good to see you.
May Talos guide you. Always.
I have no business with you.
Well...
Got a lot of nerve coming here. In the old tale, but only the Greybeards study the way of the voice anymore. If you can shout, you need to talk to them.
Good to have...
Magic! Okay. We're gonna be sending some people to...
By my side, friend. I need reliable people.
Gerda is gonna be eliminated. Okay. Where's the execution block? No, that's the arena. Okay, Balgruuf's gonna go into the shock cell. That's the deal. Ah, there we go. Torture. I thought I sent her. Where is she? Okay. That's bullcrap. I sent. What do you mean occupied? The execution block is not occupied. Yes, we will shock cell Balgruuf. We will shock cell Balgruuf. Let's quick save. Magic. Oh, and the skeleton. Never mind. We can't send them anywhere. Are we ready to have some fun? Helmskir? Let me talk to him.
Welcome. Hello, my friend. If you seek knowledge about mighty Talos, you have most certainly come to the right person. In mortal life, Talos was a Nord, possessed of... Talos mastered the power of the voice. And with it, he united the lands of men into a great empire. May Talos guide you, always.
Look at this. Yep, Helmskir's dead. He no longer lives. Ah. Man, the dude's taking it like a champ. The dude just standing there taking it like a champ.
Need something?
What cell is that? Oh. Ha. Now let's shock Balgruuf. And end the stream to start a new one. Gonna install some new mods. Here, Balgruuf. You're no fun. You're no fun too. Alrighty then. Yes, and some other mods that are not from Nice, look at my bed. Huh. Well, guys.
Hello. We're off then.
Max security cell block. Let's see how that looks.
Yes. Yes, there are.
Seems very max security. This is like super max security cells. For people like Rigmor.
This better be good.
Well, guys, I'll come back with new mods here in a little bit. Thank you all for watching, and let me know who you want me to arrest. Wait, what happened to Rigmor? There she is.
Hey. Hey. Deep down, I don't know.
Huh?
You okay?
Something's not right.
Hey.
I'm right behind you.
Hey. Yeah, why shouldn't I be?
Yeah, because you're all glitching out, girl.
What is it?
Girl, you're glitching out, girl. Alright, guys, well. One second, these skeletons are not letting me wait.
I'm sorry, but you left me with no choice.
This blood's not mine. I don't bleed.
Okay, good. That skeleton's dead. Now, guys, thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll be back here.